Hello everybody, my name is Christoph Paul. I am the author of these two books. This first one is Slasher Camp for Nerd Dorks, which would be like if Woody Allen wrote Friday the 13th. And a little backstory of it is the government decides to legalize slashing to deal with overpopulation. So my editor actually took it out, but there was a scene where you learned that the Republicans decided to be slashers and Democrats decided to be final survivors.
The victims.
The victims, yes. So, but they took it out. That is how it all started. So I'll read from this one first. I will give a little artistic flair.
Cool.
The name of my character is Jason Voorheesberg, a nice Jewish boy who has slasher anxiety. He is going to a camp. There's camps for slashing to teach you how to be a better slasher, and they get ranked. And he is part of a slasher camp for Nebulous Youth 987. So he's the lowest. Not a good camp. And I'll start it here. Jason dreaded seeing the sign, Slasher Camp for Nebulous Youth 987. The words Nebulous Youth 987 were crossed out and replaced with Nerd Dorks, scrawled in a messy graffiti. His mother shook her head. Well, that is just disrespectful. These finals, they don't even kill. They only vandalize and riot. True disgraces. And you're not a nerd dork. Next year you'll have to go to a higher ranked camp. I believe in you, Jason. You are special, trust me. You're a special boy. Mommy doesn't lie to you. You will be one of the best slashers of this century. Yes, Mom. Oh, perk up. Nobody likes a negative necro-Nancy, Jason. Jason only nodded as they passed the camp sign and drove up the campus road to check in. Miss Voorheesberg drove at a slow pace, and Jason could see right away why the camp was ranked so low. The teenagers they passed were scrawny, stupid-looking, and totally unthreatening. One kid was practicing stabbing with sharpened sunglasses. He was wearing a heavy fake leather jacket that said, "The Cool Killer." Jason did not find him cool at all. To the left of Cool Killer was a chubby blonde boy dressed like a Foot Locker worker. He was standing behind a boy dressed as a mime who was throwing a French beret as a weapon that contained jagged steel. He kept missing the large oak tree with sloppy and weak throws. The Foot Locker slasher crept up on him holding two dirty soccer cleats tied together by brown spotted stained white shoelaces. He went to strangle the mime boy with the shoelaces, but when they touched the mime boy neck, it broke and the Foot Locker slasher fell hard to the floor. The mime boy laughed and pretended to cry as the Foot Locker slasher cried for real. Jason, you are much better than this camp, but your actions got you here. Maybe this will teach you to take things more seriously, Jason's mom said, seeing the low-level slashers and all the trash and half-painted cabins. Jason did not like the sight of the camp or the look of the campers either. He felt pissed off at himself for getting such bad grades. He saw the consequences of his actions in near-view mirror as the mime pretended to ejaculate on the injured Foot Locker slasher. The Department of Slasher Education sent kids to each camp on merit. The worst slashers got sent to the lowest rated camp, and the finals got the same treatment. The highest rated final camps were always located next to the worst nebulous youth slasher camps to increase better survival rates for the fittest finals. Jason's failure in school and lack of slasher identity and skills put him in the lowest percentile. He shook his head, wishing he would have studied harder and never had slasher anxiety. What, Jason? His mother said. What are you thinking? Wait, did you take your supplements? It's important for you to take them. I made sure to pack them in your bag. Ooh, maybe you could become a health conscious slasher, like Vitamin J. That could be pretty hip, right? Oh, here we go, Jason's mother said as they parked. Miss Voorheesberg parked the car in front of the admissions office and finished her coffee. Jason's unenthused face did not change upon looking at the office. It's a stupid slasher name, Mom, and this camp is stupid. I'm never going to be a good slasher. Even the schools put me in the stupid class. Jason, you stop this loser behavior. You are my son. I've sacrificed a lot to make sure you'd be a special boy. Will you trust your mother for once, okay? Stop worrying. Well, look who I learned from. I'm a Jewish mother of death. It's my job to worry others to death. My voice can make finals go into catatonic shock. This is who I am, and you will learn who you are here, and you will be so special, my boy, so special. Yes, Mom. You believe me, right? Yes, Mom. Good. Give me a hug goodbye. And I'll read one more little scene. This is when Jason meets his counselor. He looked back at the admissions office and saw the door handle already had rust on it. Shit, he cursed to himself, worried he could get an infection opening the door. He used his fingers to carefully open the door and brought in his travel bag. The office was small. It had pictures of previous slapper camp attendees playing tug-of-war over a pit full of jagged knives and blood art sessions of arch and slash. None of the slashers looked dangerous in the pictures posted all over the office. Below the pictures sat a 40-something old man dressed in all leather and a gimp mask with only eyes and a mouth hole. "Welcome to what will be your hell, young camper." The gimp-suited man looked up and said to Jason in a fake, deep British accent that reminded him of one of the movies he saw in slasher cinema class. Thanks? You are quite welcome. I am getting quite faint. Could you move to the side? You're blocking the fan. Thank you." "You're, welcome," Jason said as he watched the gimp suit man fan himself with a rolled-up magazine of slashing stone. "We can't afford air conditioner, and I feel exquisite pain. I tend to get rashes from the sweat caused in my slasher form, but I am Larry Leather Daddy, bringer of suffering." That doesn't look like real leather. That's pleather. My mom is like all into fashion. Would you be pleather daddy? The man rolled his eyes. "You must be Jason Voorheesberg. Your file said you're smart and aggressive-mouthed boy, but scared physically when it's time to slash." Jason shrugged defensively. "How many people have you slashed?" "Not important. I'm a teacher of slashing, but personally I'm experimenting with new styles." Larry then took out a music box and placed it on the table. "Here, smart boy, open the box if you think you're so brave. It is just for you." Jason shrugged and turned the music box key to open it. Bram's lullaby played as it popped open and sprayed rancid milk. Jason turned away. "Gross, man, what the hell?" "Yes, do you feel the pain, the suffering?" "I'm just feeling nausea." "Wait, what? You are not lactose intolerant? You should be in a world of pain. I read it in your file." "Well, I'm not." "Wait, shoot, I'm thinking of a different child. You are lucky. You would have begged for death's sweet embrace." Jason nodded and felt annoyed. I see you're scared and full of anxious thoughts. Do not fear, boy. I was a student here, and look at me now, a paragon of suffering, a lord of pain." Jason nodded again. "You will be staying in boys' bunkhouse number 2. You will become a great slasher here, or you'll end up dead, or be laughed at and disrespected for the rest of your life. Not that I would know what that feels like. You are excused." Thank you.
Woo!
And if you want to get on Twitter, buy this book. If not, don't buy it.
Wow, you're really selling
What
it.
is that book?
This is just
Talk about
social media, how to do Twitter. It's for artists or small
so
business
that's
people.
That's an
So it's
instructional.
book.
Let's talk about why you wrote. Why don't you say
I
why
wrote
you
it
wrote
because
it?
artists, they artistic and creative types struggle with any kind of marketing in
course.
any regard.
Yeah, of course.
So I wrote it with that regard. It's really a book of how-to marketing. I hope this is like the least lame self-help marketing book ever made. That was my goal.
So why is there the
dead bird?
prostate black bird in the middle?
The cover designer Matthew Revert came up with that. He thought I said I want something. He usually makes these really artistic, like transgressive covers, and I'm like, I want you to do your thing because I want people who like books that you make covers for to buy this. And I'm just like, I love it. Yeah, because it's
like that's the one that can't interact.
Yeah.
Like all those other happy tweeters.
Yeah.
Look at
He's
them
the one
all.
that just is like,
and it's like
I don't get this
you
stuff.
are the blackbird.
I'm the blackbird. I'm the blackbird who learned to just walk with the white ones. Stayed black. So, yep.
Great.
And I have books here, and I'll sign them if anybody wants to buy.
Can I look at your Twitter profile?
Yes.
While I'm filming, why don't you talk a little bit about Slasher Camp? Just like, talk a little bit about it.
So, Slasher Camp was the editor of this book, Garrett Cook, basically pitched like, hey, I want something from you, and I'm like, I would love to write something for you, and we just kind of came up with the ideas. I used to do a book vlog, video blog called Jason Voorheesberg, and we just like, what about something with Jason Voorheesberg? And then we come up with ideas, and then the idea of slashing as an illegal activity, that the American government actually legalized slashing, which is kind of weird. There was like a crazy party and politician that came up with this idea, we should make slashing legal, it would help America. Not like there's a politician like that right now. Donald Trump.
More public version of drones.
Yeah. So that was kind of like, once that idea came, I'm like, I have to write this. This is like, I mean, as somebody who loves politics and slasher movies, and it's a way to like, politics, you don't want to like talk about it directly. You want to make it fun. So it was a way to like talk about it without like shoving it down people's throats, and it was still more fun. And it's a book about, a lot of, it's a funny book until it's not funny. And then like the last act, it gets pretty dark, but a lot of people are enjoying the darkness at the end. So I would say this is comedy, bizarro horror.
And Jason Voorheesberg,
Yes, Jason
the
Voorheesberg.
mask.
Yeah, Jason Voorheesberg, he started book vlogging. He just would rate books, he'd give it 2 machetes or not. And this character just like,
Wait a minute, are you Jason?
As him.
yeah, I would do Jason Voorheesberg.
Oh, you should do the voice. So that put it on do the voice.
Okay, I'll do Jason. This is Jason Voorheesberg.
Do a Jason Voorheesberg review of that book,
Okay, I'll do my own book.
so they can see the character.
This is Jason Voorheesberg.
Did you do videos online?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
do
and
videos
he's interviewed writers,
Ah.
So I'll
like
do-
horror. He'll interview horror writers as this character.
Hi guys, it's me, Jason Voorheesberg. Look at this, I made my own book. I don't have my machete here, so I feel very vulnerable and scared. I don't like not having my machete. It's not good, but I wrote this book, and I'm very proud of it. It is fiction, fiction, but it's very true to my heart. And that's what matters, is that it's true to my heart, and I think it's really good. It's not as good as Juliet Ascora, her book. Black Clouds is the best book I've ever read, but this is pretty good too. And I like Garrett Cook. He's my friend, and he helped me with this book. And I give it 10 machetes. I just invented that. Usually it was 2, but I made it 10. 10 machetes. Hi.
Hi.
Bernie Sanders is cool.
We love Bernie.
Oh,
Bernie.
Bernie is good. He's gonna do it.
Bernie would support me.
He would.
All right.
Okay.
Have you, do you think this is too dark for like an adult?
For an adult?
Young adult. Young adult. Too dark for an adult.
Maybe. I think 14 and above. I would say 14.
I could see kids really like it.
Yeah, 13.
14 and above should avoid it.
I think honestly, if you hit puberty, you can read it. That's my feelings on it. I think teenagers could read this. I mean, there's some stuff here that it's transgressive, but it's nothing you're gonna not see in Greek tragedy or things of that nature. And I think it's I like to think what I do is gateway books. I mean, we did a book con at Miami Book Fest, and the kids are like, I want to read this, and it got kids excited about books.
Right.
And that's if I have any main goal. I'd love to get kids just be the gateway drug. I want to be the pot of books.
Yep, that's so mild as compared to the news these days.
Oh yeah.
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 For sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
After ISIS, that's all ice cream.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and I will be dealing with ISIS though. The next book, I do political books. So the next book, which will be coming out in mid-March, will be Great White House 2. Billary Bites Back. Shark attack on the White House, but it's now the sequel. And
Sharknado.
the sharks have it's Sharknado meets White House, but now it's become global. There's ISIS sand sharks they're half shark, half ISIS. And for certain politicians, I won't do spoilers, have decided to take over the world. So it's kind of like a James Bond movie on acid, I guess, with sharks. So
Sharks.
that's the next one.
This all comes under the category of Bizarro.
Yeah, this is definitely a Bizarro book.
Well, that is the MBAS.
Yes,
it's
it's a new Bizarro Author Series, and
Eraserhead Press.
Eraserhead Press, which is one of the really solid, great presses.
They're based in
overall.
Portland.
And Bizarro. I like Brian Keene's term, who's a really great horror writer, and I just fall. And there's some people's like this is surrealist, some people's this. Brian Keene, he just said, you guys are the genre effers. And we just take genre and we screw with it and twist it around, and like that one, like Dungeons and Dragons. You have this fantasy book. I mean, it's the most like teenage boy book you can make. It's like so sci-fi, and yet it's about drag queens. So Bizarro just, I think, loves just taking genre and just twisting it to turn into what we want to make it, which is a great genre, I think. And I think it reflects where things are at now, because things are nuts. The world is crazy right now, and I think Bizarro reflects that.
And the media too. All
And
the
the
media.
media, yes.
video games, cartoons, you know,
Yeah.
music videos,
The art
you
world.
know,
Fox
everything.
News.
Pop
yeah,
world,
Fox
yeah.
News, everything, pop culture,
Yeah.
referential.
So.
Okay, all right. So, anything you want to say to wrap it up? Or what?
No, I'll be here signing books, and thank you everybody for coming out.
Do you live near here?
Yes, I live in Claremont. I live
cool.
like 10 minutes away.
Very cool.
Moved from New York.
Uh-huh.
We lived here like over 9 months,
Wow.
9-10 months. So I'm a is it Claremontian?
None
I
of
say
us
that?
here.
It's cool.
None of us here are.
Yeah.
But,
Nobody's.
it's
I
we
am
live
a,
here.
what is it? A land? Oh no, not landowner.
You're a flatlander.
Flatlander. I am definitely a flatlander.
You'll never get beyond it.
I'm a true flatlander, but
So
I
are we.
love New
Proud
Hampshire.
of it.
I'm proud of it, but I love New Hampshire. It's a
Yeah.
good place to write here.
Yes.
Great place. I mean, I've definitely been really productive this year. There's a lot less distractions, and
Zero distractions.
there's the turkeys. That's really it. That's my only distraction.
You're obviously very good at presentation and talking, and I